Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with me, Budget Gaming HD, and in today's episode we are doing a Christmas special, so you don't want to miss out. So in today's episode, I will be giving away that PC. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but here's a quick overview of how the PC looks. So the computer was donated by my team lead, Nick Johnston, and the graphics card was donated by Sasbox Gaming. You can go check him out. He streams a lot on Facebook and on Twitch, so don't miss out on any quality gaming. Sadly, this PC would have came with a GTX 970, which, as you guys know, would play any game on the market. Sadly, I got scammed on Facebook, and the card hasn't pitched up. This guy is telling me it will only arrive by Christmas, but I think he just made off with the money. In this PC is a 4770K i7, which is dated, but it's absolutely fantastic for games, even in today's standard. 16 gigabytes of DDR3 gaming RAM, 550 watt power supply, a standard case, the 660 Ti like I've mentioned, which is an average card, but I mean, if for the lucky person that receives this computer can maybe spend about $50 in the near future, get a 970, get a 980, get a 1060, whatever, and it will play any game. But for now, the games that I've preloaded is about 12 games that they can play for the next year for free on my account. Also included with the PC is a Samsung 23-inch monitor, a keyboard and mouse that is brand new, and a gaming pad. Oh yeah, and of course a 2.1 sound system that Mr. Nick Johnson also gave to me, so thank you so much for that. So as a whole, this is a fantastic gaming computer. Sadly, the graphics card does lack a bit, but as you will see in the next benchmarks, it doesn't struggle with the games that are currently on. GTA 5 runs absolutely fantastic. Dota runs fantastic. Cuisine Royale runs, you'll see in the benchmarks. And Fortnite, is it a Fortnite PC? Probably not. But is it a good starting Fortnite PC? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you're not worried about getting 60 frames at ultra graphics, then yes, this is a perfect Fortnite PC. If you spend, like I said, another $50 on this computer, you will be fine. Fortnite will run at 120 frames per second, full graphics, no problem. But you need to spend the money, sadly. I was looking forward to putting in the 970. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, and you get bad people out there, I can't do anything about. So let's hop into the benchmarks. This is GTA 5, as everyone knows it by now. This game is 13 years old or 6,000 years old, who knows? And we're probably going to wait another 25 years before GTA 6 is released, or at least for the PC version. However, getting back to the point, as you guys can see, this game is absolutely running fantastic. Do mind, I did turn down the graphics. It's about halfway, but on 1080p, I mean, for any 11 or 12 or 13 year old, this is obviously, depending on the parents, they probably don't want you to play this, but I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't buy this computer for an 18-year-old, but you guys get the point. Getting in and out of cars, first person view, you guys can just see it just runs absolutely fantastic. Getting into one of the fastest cars, gonna probably bang it up a bit, crash it, see what it does on the physics side, but the 4770K should not have a problem with any of the physics on this game. I used to run this on a, what was it, I can't actually remember, Q9400 quad to quad with a 550 Ti, and I used to play this game at the same level of graphics. However, it did stutter when I crashed. But like I said, the 4770K should have no problem with the 16 gigabytes of RAM. Smooth, very smooth, crashed into a tree, it does nothing, there's no stutter, no frame drops. It's running about 75 to 76 frames per second. Yeah, I know you guys can't see the counter, but yeah, no, it's very solid, very impressed. I had a look at the GPU temps. They're about 76 degrees Celsius, which is a tad high, but I mean, for the 660, it's really giving all it's got on this game. Do mind that this game has been updated in the recent years, and it is looking a lot better than the first release. The 4770K is at a steady 56 degrees Celsius with no problems.
This has got to stop happening to me.
Fuck now to fuck my wife in my own bed?
The next game is obviously, as you guys know, it's called Dota 2 or Dota 3, probably Dota version 14. This game can literally run on a potato, even on your local toaster, so there's nothing spectacular about this, running this at 3/4 of the graphics at about 67 frames per second. As you guys can see in the top right corner, it is not struggling. I think if I read it right, it's about 160 frames per second. I might be wrong, it's very small on my screen, on the editing screen, so just bear in mind, but it's 3/4 of the graphics and it runs absolutely fantastic. I mean, what more do you want? So if you're someone that likes to play CSGO, Cuisine Royale, which is a battle royale, PUBG, Dota, League of Legends, games like that, or Heroes of New Earth, World of Warcraft, games like that, then of course this PC would not have a problem in running any of them. Even horror games, even today's titles, horror games will run just perfectly fine. Might not run multiplayer online games like Sons of the Forest, which I haven't tried. It might, but it might not. I'm talking about horror games like Alien Isolation, Outlast 1, 2, and even 3, Soma, games like that would run perfectly fine on this computer. On to the next game. It's called Cuisine Royale 2nd Edition, CRSED. And this is a bit more of a resource-hungry PC, especially if there's a lot of lighting effects. But as you can see, I'm doing flamethrower and I'm doing jetpack. I'm also doing rocket launcher to give you guys the best look and feel for this game, as well as heights. All the textures and stuff can render in. That was the first stutter that I could see in this game. But further on than that, it is running perfectly fine. Do mind that the graphics is set at half preset. I'm not going to go into detail what that means, but essentially it looks good enough to see the enemies. You can see far enough, you can see the lighting effects, and you can still enjoy the game at a solid 50 to 53 frames a second. Of course, if you go down to the lowest preset, you can run this game at 90 to 100 frames a second, which is the competitive setting. Like I said, this PC will go to a kid that's looking forward to Christmas, and he or she will definitely not play this at competitive settings as they're fairly young. But I must say, the generation of today is probably much more brutal in gaming than what I was when I was a kid. Onto the next game is Fortnite. Do I recommend playing Fortnite on this computer? Probably not. You get some insane stutters here and there. However, it doesn't make the game unplayable. The graphics is pretty much on its lowest to be able to play. You can still play it. It runs at a comfortable 40 to 50 frames a second, the same as Cuisine Royale. Cuisine Royale's graphics is a tad better than this game on the same preset, so just keep that in mind. You can dab all the graphics down to the lowest preset, play a bit around with it, maybe run it in 720p to get that solid 60 frames a second, but I wouldn't recommend it as it takes away the fun of the game. Like I said, buy a 970 or 1060 for this PC and it would run Fortnite at 120 frames a second, no problem, on this preset, of course. So yeah, Fortnite, all these games that I've played runs pretty good. I haven't played Fortnite in over 10 years, don't even know how it works anymore, but as you guys can see, it runs perfectly fine. What a fantastic PC, guys. I must say, I really enjoyed making this video for you. The PC is absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed servicing it, cleaning all the parts, putting on new thermal paste, you know, as I always do. And it's just an amazing piece of hardware. I would have liked to include a headset, but I don't find anything decent at this moment in time. But I mean, the 2.1 sound system will suffice, as it just blasts out music. It's like 60 watts RMS or something ridiculous. So for any UK household, I'm pretty sure your neighbors will like you a lot less after you've received this. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.